Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cashback. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 23 of Season 4 here at Southampton. We're into the second week of April now. The league season actually isn't that far away from finishing now. We've just 8 games to go. We start with Manchester City today, and follow that up with a game midweek against AC Milan in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, followed by Stoke. And then tomorrow it's AC Milan, Liverpool and Manchester United. So things don't necessarily get much easier. The end of the league season is, as you can see it on screen, with West Ham, Burnley, Newcastle and Crystal Palace. But will there be more Champions League games thrown into the mix? We will find out. We are prioritising that competition, of course, because we won the Premier League last year. Although we do have a 5-point lead at the top of the Premier League, so I'm probably going to end up leaning on that quite hard with regards to the way that the side is rotated over the next few games, considering, of course, we're looking to win the Champions League above this competition this year. Because of the nature of the fixture list, I am probably going to rotate quite heavily in the Premier League games and then try and get my full strength 11 out for the games in the Champions League. We'll just have to play it by ear, though. We, of course, currently top by 5 points, as we say. City are pushing for top 4, so they're not going to be an easy team to play against, and I have a funny feeling their starting 11 might be pretty scary. I'm going to rotate the side quite a bit for this game against City, so I can play a full strength 11 against AC Milan. Then might play a fully rotated 11 against Stoke, so I could play a fully strong side against AC Milan in the first game in tomorrow's episode. But as I say, we'll play it by ear and take it each game at a time. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. There was a World Cup mode video went live yesterday, so check that if you missed it. There were a couple of streams over the weekend as well with regards some World Cup content, and then Monday I'm probably going to dub World Cup Day, as there'll be 3, 4, maybe even 5 videos from the capture event going live on Monday. Hopefully you'll enjoy them, and then moving forward we'll have World Cup content from the mode itself as it gets fully released on Tuesday. So fingers crossed everything goes according to plan. But I've said that before and things have gone very much not according to plan, so we'll just have to wait and see. Sedebe, Laporte, Boateng and Shaw at the back for Manchester City. A midfield 3 of Fekir, Denayer and De Bruyne, and a front 3 of Sané, Sterling and Jesus is a very strong Manchester City side. They've got Kyle Walker on the bench as well as Bernardo Silva. It's going to be a difficult one, this. Neves out there to Richarlison. Through the gap to Borja Mayoral. That has to be a foul. I thought when he committed to ground so early, I thought I was going to get around him. But Borja Mayoral almost walked into the challenge rather than actively trying to avoid it. He would have been clean through, in behind, had he stayed on his feet. The referee just saying, go away, my decision is made. Oh, I thought he should have been able to keep his feet there. He looks as if he was hurdling the challenge. It looks as if he was going to be able to do it quite well. Do I give Leon Bailey the free kick? I kind of want to lay it off to someone. I'm going to do that. It's going to be Ruben Neves that runs onto it. And Neves draws a very good save out of Ederson. That was destined for the top corner. Unfortunately, Leroy Sané is quick enough to keep that in as well, so we aren't going to get a second opportunity. There's the first chance of the game, though, after 5 minutes, and it was very nearly Southampton 1, City 0, but more to the point, it wasn't. Getting forward well as a team now. Oh, it's a hell of a through ball to Gabriel Jesus. He's pulled that back. I wasn't ready for that. Jason Denayer with the effort. Not renowned for his long shots, I don't think, at least, but closed down by... Not sure who number 6 is there. It might be Wesley Hurt, actually, that threw a shoulder into him. Did just enough to put him off. Kepa with the ball over the top. Maybe flicks that on. Richarlison into Borja Mayoral. And Gieju, I should go back to Borja Mayoral, then back to Gieju here. This is a great move. Boateng can slide as much as he wants. He's not going to get near me now. Borja Mayoral makes it Southampton 1, Manchester City 0. The chance has been coming. 11 minutes in, he was denied the opportunity to go through one-on-one earlier on by the challenge from the German. This time, though, able to race in behind with a nice little bit of interlinking play with his strike partner, Gieju. Ederson might well complain to his defenders, but it's not going to do anything now. You're already 1-0 behind, my man. Corner for City. De Bruyne to deliver it into the box. It's not the best of crosses, and Neves heads away. Gieju might get to that first, actually, and has done. Go away. Right, keep going. Inside to Borja. Oh, Laporte. Oh, never mind. Jesus. Edison saves. Yeah, to Jesus. Loose touch. Strong challenge from Neves, but a fair one. He'll drive forward here and he'll get past Kevin De Bruyne. I'll look for Jeju. Oh, he's powered his way through. Jeju was the right thing to do to try and shoot for that far corner, but I couldn't quite get the ball to stay as low as I needed it to. In fact, that was quite a lot higher than I thought it was as well. Poor effort. That's Fekir. Good footwork from Gabriel Jesus. Back to Jason Denayer. Sterling back to Denayer again. Back out wide to Raheem the Dream. Nice tackle by Ryan Sessegnon, but they'll take the throw. Sterling could throw it back. Oh, he's gone inside there to Nabil Fekir. Didn't you see that was an option initially? Jesus showing good strength. I don't want to stick a foot in and risk giving away a penalty. Cross here to Leroy Sané. I'm going to dive in front of him. It's not going to make an ounce of difference. It's a hell of a finish from Leroy Sané. I threw myself in front of him, but couldn't get anywhere near the ball, unfortunately. City, with half an hour played in the game, have been able to get themselves an equaliser here. Oh, that's a hell of a goal. Played around well. Keep it going. Neves into Romeo, across to Ryan Sessegnon. You know where to go here. In there to Oriol Romeo again. Running out of options. Dietu's a long way wide. There's no point standing over there, mate. You need to be back in a central area like this. I can use you. Borja Mayoral. Save. Well saved, Edison. Neves with the delivery. It's a good one. Underneath it is Bailey. And behind the ball again is the Brazilian goalkeeper. Jeju knocks that down well. Just reaches Leon Bailey. I see the runner, Oriol Romeo, of all people, trying to get forward. Skips away from Jerome Boateng. And Richarlison's played in. Back post. Oh, it's not quite going to reach. Jeju brings that down, though. Oh! That finish, though. I thought he was going to take it on his left and put power through it. And he's caught me by surprise by taking it so early. So Lord knows what it did to the goalkeeper. Too sure about the clipping of the man there. But with the outside of his right foot. Oh no, it was his left. I thought he just hit it with the outside of his right foot. But he didn't. He did actually use his left as I initially intended. He just took it a hell of a lot earlier than I thought he was going to. 2-1. Zola down the line there into Richarlison. To Borja Mayoral. Back to Oriol Romeo. Across to Sessegnon. Down the line there to Leon Bailey. Mayoral holds up the play well. He's gone again, Jeju. He's in. 3. That might just be game over. Good football. Really good football. But that might just be game over. Southampton 3, Manchester City 1. We have a 2-goal advantage now with 22 minutes to play. Leroy Sané played in behind. Ball looping towards the back post. Sessegnon heads away. If Sidibe had banged that tops, even though they'd have been losing 3-2, I might well have been open to giving them a point. That would have been ridiculous if he hits that first time on the volley. And it goes into the back of the net from there. Gabriel Jesus racing away from everyone. Bernardo Silva could create something else, but no. Oh, lovely footwork from Leon Bailey. And this is exactly, oh no, the opportunity I was hoping would present itself with regards to them pushing people further forward. There was the opportunity there to send through Richarlison on the far side in behind, but I couldn't quite get past the one man that was left in front of me. Richarlison will play that to Obafemi, and now we could get the opportunity to play Leon Bailey in behind. De Bruyne is not going to catch him. Bailey on his left foot scores. 4-1. Game over. City haven't fielded their strongest 11, but neither have I, to be fair. Both sides wary of Champions League ties midweek, but I've only really gotten that goal because the AI's gone all out to try and get a draw and they've got no defenders back. It's more just poor AI tactics than it is poor AI overall ability. They just didn't have enough people back, but you can kind of tell when the AI is going to do it and you could just exploit it. It's one of the things in FIFA. And we've been able to exploit it. 4-1. There's the final whistle. It's a big win against City. I was genuinely concerned that it was going to be an extremely difficult game. And to be fair, it was for the majority of it. They just fell apart in the final 20 minutes or so. And we were able to easily get home. Now, if Stoke could do me a favour, take some points off Manchester United, that would be brilliant. Please, if you don't mind. Spurs have beaten Brighton, so they'll keep up their push at the top of the table. or towards the top of the table. Apparently we're not on track with youth development. Don't care about youth development. This is my final season in this save. Not important. AC Milan on the horizon next, and we will head there now. Right, AC Milan starting Hirving Lozano out wide up top with Sanabria through the middle and Gelson Martins out wide. Pace is the name. Isco in central midfield. Azpilicueta in central defence. Florenzi at right back as well. Milan have strengthened. That's a good team. Our first trip to the San Siro. Javi Martinez involved as well. I'm not sure what to expect here. Sanabria. Tackled by Harris. Sanabria still comes away with it and he's turned well. Oh, that's a hell of a tackle from Sanabria. Oh, it's a hell of a save. Marita Balaga as well. That was struck at some ferocity from the AC Milan man. Who was it? Locatelli. He hit that very hard. Just ran onto it as it was bobbling free. Lashed it towards that bottom corner. Hopefully my goalkeeper was on how to make a good save. Up we go. Leon Bailey of all people with the header there. I'm not going to chase after that and waste stamina because I'm not going to win the foot race. Ricardo Rodriguez inside to Locatelli. Plays the 1-2. He's going to go inside again. He's not. He's going to dig it to Sanabria. Who lays it back to Locatelli. Lays it into Isco, who scores to give AC Milan a 1-0 lead. Right then. That's not exactly gone according to plan, has it? AC Milan 1, Southampton 0 inside 10 minutes. Odriozola into Jeju. Back there to Milinkovic-Savic. Prels into Jeju again. Oh, it's a nice through ball. Oh, but Donnarumma makes the save. I was certain that was going to be 1-1 there, and I was going to have forced my way back into the game immediately. I'm so disappointed in myself for not putting that away. Gelson Martins tries to play that forward, and Ward-Prowse to get something on it, and it's going to go out for a throw into AC Milan. Oh, how have I not scored? So they go across to Bailey. Turns well. Forward to Savic. See the run Justin Kluivert's making, and he's gotten away from the defender as well. Justin Kluivert, there we go. Donnarumma may have saved earlier on. He's not stopping that one. Justin Kluivert on the score sheet again. Went on a little run of being very unfortunate in front of goal. Picked up a goal in the last episode, and it seems that's helped him turn the corner. We're now back level here away from home at the San Siro. And that away goal could be vital in our progression through to the semis. Lozano turns well, drags back, but tackled. At least held up in his run. Oh, it's good football from Milan. Sanabria back to Ricardo Rodriguez. They're working this about nicely. Hopefully it doesn't lead to a goal. It might do. Sanabria. Oh, it hasn't. He went down under the challenge as I threw myself in there with Skriniar. But past the post and no penalty. Let's go with a spin. Back to Martinez. Forward to Locatelli. Nice tackle by Neves. Across the Ward-Prowse. Jeju around the corner. Milinkovic-Savic waiting and waiting and waiting for the arrival of Justin Kluivert. Pull that back and across. And Jeju perhaps should have gone one more to Leon Bailey. Good save by Donnarumma. I'll whip that towards the near post. Savic is up. It's a good header. It's a comfortable save though. There's Ricardo Rodriguez down the left. Stepped away from one. Locatelli will step away from a couple more. Chiellini steps in. That was such a dangerous ball across. Could easily have been a 2-1 lead for them, either via their man or even perhaps an own goal if someone had stuck out an unfortunate toe. Jeju, oh, he's dropped the shoulder once and twice. Jeju! Kluivert! Donnarumma! Offside. Isco. Into Martinez. Through the gap there to Sanabria. Isco, the goal scorer. Oh, tackled him, but it's going to drop free to Florenzi. Gets it back to the Spaniard. To Florenzi, into Javi Martinez. Gelson Martins. Waiting for a cross, not come yet. Javi Martinez taking his time. AC Milan taking their time. Being patient in the build-up, switching it around. Then building up quickly. Sanabria slashes that wide of the post. Not far away. Dani Ceballos coming on for AC Milan. For Javi Martinez. More offensive change. Milan going for the win, it seems. Free kick for Milan. Oh, he's gone for it. Bloody hell, Isco. I didn't know he had that in his locker. And by Niang coming on for Hirving Lozano. A wide man for a wide man. Gelson Martins to deliver the corner. free kick from Isco. That's looping, but thankfully looping wide, although it came off Ruben Neves last. Another corner for AC Milan here. That's Martin to deliver. Apologies for the yawn. Go away. Oh, and Bayern gives that straight to Henry Harris. I'll give it straight back to Bayern. And Ward-Prowse blocks the cross. It's another corner. Justin Martins to deliver for a third time. Another good ball in, headed away by Henry Harris, but only as far as Azpilicueta. I don't fancy him from the edge of the box, but Locatelli's already shown that he can strike a ball quite well. Niang into Locatelli, held up well by Skriniar. Just get rid of it, please, boys. Anywhere will do. Out. Here's Sanabria. Give me the ball, please, Tony. Isco, Sanabria. Back heel there to Jelson Martins. To Isco. Don't like this, Locatelli. Oh, spawn bags. How lucky do you want to get? Perfectly blocked the shot, and it falls straight to the feet of Locatelli. Oh, it's Dani Ceballos. Must be Locatelli that had the initial effort. I can't believe that. I defended that really, really well. And 2-1 Milan. Win this header, please, Odriozola. He's going to keep that in. Oh, how has that gone in? And by Niang, a ridiculous ball over the top that somehow reaches Sanabria. He turns it back. Oh. 3-1 Milan. Oh, just the deflection didn't help. Whether he would have saved it anyway, I'm not sure. Leon Bailey goes off and Buffal comes on, but it might be too little too late. AC Milan 3, Southampton 1. That away goal is so very important for us now, with that second leg looming on the horizon for tomorrow's video. I need, if I can, to get a second and try and bring it back to just the one goal if possible. But it's easier said than done against this AC Milan team. They are playing very, very well indeed. If being slightly lucky with the way that they're scoring their goals. And by Niang across to Ceballos to Sanabria, gives that back to me. And we'll clear. Come on, JJ, spin. Accelerate. Oh, at least take the ball with you, for fuck's sake. Buffal steps in. Just going to drive. See you later. That's gone well. Diegu's there. There's Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, where to go? Milinkovic-Savic! Corner. Towards the near post. Good delivery. Underneath it, Locatelli. Drops to Sofiane Buffal! Good save by Donnarumma. Come on. Let's get a second. Neves with the delivery. It's not the best. It's going to be cleared away. Will be a Southampton man that gets to it. Can James Ward-Prowse create something else before the final whistle goes? Okay, through that gap there to Milinkovic-Savic. Through that gap there to Diegu, who spins well. Yes! Big goal! Big goal at San Siro. Southampton 2, Milan 3. 2 away goals, though. That's massive. You cannot underestimate how important that goal is. With practically the last kick of the game, we're going to take just the 1 goal deficit back to St Mary's for the second leg in tomorrow's video. Thank you, Diegu. Wow. Finally, we're able to get a second goal. And we might just see ourselves still go through to the semis. City draw 2-2 at home to Villarreal. Up next for us was Stoke, I think, in the Premier League. Hello. Sven Ulreich in goal for Stoke. Joe Allen and Fred holding, with Shaqiri, Bojan and the Hjelt sat behind Saido Berahino. Familiar-ish looking Stoke side with a couple of new players in there. I'd like to think we can win though. Neves to Romeu. Forward there to Borja, twist one way then the other and get it out wide here to Sofiane Buffal. As we mentioned, we are rotating. Unbelievable. We've still scored. Oh, Neves, why could that shot have not gone in from you? We have heavily rotated the side. Ruben Neves is in fact the only player that starts this game from the normal first team. Obviously, it's, having lost the first leg, it's now even more important to win the return leg against AC Milan. But, oh, what a goal that would have been from Ruben Neves. Never mind. 1-0 Southampton anyway. Sessegnon.
His teammates will thank him for that.
Soda Berahino, back to Shaqiri. Jack Stevens sticks out a big toe. He's able to get to the ball. Wesley Hurt draws it across to DeAndre Yedlin. Forward to Richarlison. Into Borja Mayoral. Back inside to Obafemi. Romeu. Sessegnon. Driving forward. Turns inside well. I need some runners though. People are running, just not necessarily anywhere where I can find them. Here's Richarlison. Pull it back there to Ruben Neves. Buffal is through that gap. Yedlin. There to Obafemi. Across to Oriol Romeu. Out wide to Ryan Sessegnon. We get there to Ruben Neves. Across to DeAndre Yedlin. Through the gap to Borja Mayoral. Oh, it's a lovely touch. And the finish maybe? Oh, he's left wanting. Not far away at all, but it was wide. Brilliant spinning behind, and if the finish had been there too, it would have been an extremely good goal. Berahino threads that through there looking for Xherdan Shaqiri, who turns well. Turns very well, in fact. We will work this away though. I think I'll need a second. I haven't been as solid defensively today as I have been showing in recent times. I actually, for the first time I think ever, got a compliment on my defending in the comment section of a recent video. I think it was the first leg against Bayern Munich. I've taken a lot of abuse, and rightly so. Oh, good block. Taken a lot of abuse over the past, well, few years I guess, for my defensive or lack of defensive ability on FIFA. I actually got praised for some of the defensive work I was doing in that game against Bayern Munich, so that gave me a little bit of a wry smile. Oh, and there is a second for Borja Mayoral. Yes! Right, may have lost against AC Milan, but at least things are still going well in the Premier League. In fact, we saw, I don't think I showed you the league table heading into this game, but actually Manchester United have dropped even more points, as have Spurs. They have quite a big lead at the top of the Prem now, so a win here against Stoke may almost certainly gift us the Premier League title for back-to-back seasons. I'm concentrating heavily on the Champions League as it is, but I might be able to solely focus on the Champions League earlier than previously anticipated because of other teams' lack of ability to get points on the board, which would be nice. I mean, I'm not exactly playing a first team here against Stoke, am I? Only Ruben Neves is in from the first 11. And we're still doing well, and hopefully we'll end up, he says he gives the ball away, hopefully end up getting a victory registered on the board. Almost at half time now, and that second goal has given us a bit of breathing room. That's a good cross though. And that breathing room has been crushed. I just concentrated a little bit there and still wasn't able to keep the ball out. Stoke 1, Southampton 2. I thought it was going to go out of play there, and he's just able to keep it in. Berahino lays it back inside. Simple finish, 2-1. Rajal driving forward. That's a lovely ball into Soda Berahino. Let's not start the second half by conceding a second goal, shall we? Okay, let's start the second half by conceding a second goal, shall we? Fine. 2-2. Inside to Oriol Romeu. Back to Ruben Neves. Across to DeAndre Yedlin. Nice ball into Obafemi, who spins well. Borja Mayoral is there. Touch is terrible. Finish is decent. Really, Sofiane? Really? Are you sure? I did it. I'm done. Yedlin. Nicely down the line there to Richarlison. Drill that, looking for Mayoral. Good foul. Driving into the gap. Still going. It's Borja Mayoral. Drops the shoulder well. Mayoral on his left foot. Good save by Ulreich. Was trying to find the corner and didn't really aim it that well. Oh, Romeu can't win that, but Jeep Shaqiri went flying there. That's the closest we've come to a third, other than Sofiane Buffal's open miss from right in front of goal. That's beautiful. Obafemi, I haven't really got the angle to shoot here. Might do in a minute if I just keep dribbling. Borja Mayoral deflected. Buffal can't get to it. This third doesn't look like it's going to come. Corner for Stoke. 2.5 minutes to go. The keeper will come for this. You could tell he was going to punch just from his body shape. Try and break if we can. James Ward-Prowse has come on here for the last few moments. Try and add a little bit more ingenuity in the midfield, but whether he's going to have the time to actually make a difference and have an effect on the game, I'm not sure. Oh, come on, Obafemi. No human being that's a professional footballer would miss the football in that situation like that. Takes the touch this time, Obafemi. There's Oriol Romeu just using his strength. He's not blessed with pace. He's getting away from them here. Borja Mayoral is not blessed with strength. He's getting away. Oh, God. There's the final whistle. It's a 2-2 draw against Stoke. Despite being 2-0 up, we end up drawing. And even though they scored their second goal in the 47th minute, and having an open goal to score a third in, I wasn't able to get it. City draw 2-2 with Spurs, so at least Tottenham Hotspur dropped some points. Manchester United have got Watford away. It's not the easiest of games. We've got AC Milan next, but I want to have a quick look and see what the Premier League table looks like as we end today's episode. Hoping that we're in a decent position. Manchester United have won the Carabao Cup. Congratulations to them. And the gap at the top is 6 points. 6 points with 6 games to go. We're looking very, very strong. Very, very strong indeed for that Premier League title. But we do have Man United yet to play. And in fact, that's in tomorrow's episode, I think, isn't it? Let me quickly check the schedule. Or the calendar. Indeed it is. Milan, Liverpool, Man United. Yeah, big episode tomorrow. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. I'll see you next time.